Let's go. Tier list time. Let's go. First ever tier list on this channel. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. It's been a while. Got sick. Then I got busy. Was not a fun time. But I'm back. And I'm starting off with something new, a tier list, all right? These are always fun to do. For those who know me, I'm a very opinionated person. I've judged basically everything out there. Now, this tier list, I just downloaded it. There are some of these that I've definitely not had before. Some of these I definitely have. So, how am I going to be ranking this? Well, S tier means I would go out and grab it right now easily, all right? If I wanted to, if I was in like the fast food mood, that's priority number one. A tier, very similar. All right. Now B tier is where we get to the probably up there, probably pretty good, but you also gotta like pick and choose which spots are actually worth going to. Like maybe a version of that chain is really good at one part of the city, but you like went to a different one and the quality is just much lower. That's where you want to like kind of figure out, okay, which ones you want to avoid and which ones to go to. Now, C and D for me. C and D, that is, I personally probably won't like go out of my way and grab it, but if I had friends who wanted to go, then I would happily tag along. Like, all right, I could go. I could probably find something I would eat. F tier means I will never touch. And I will never go. Even if my friends want to go, I will avoid it. I will always just puke and cry instead of go there. And yes, there are at least one that I see already that will be in F tier. So, I think we should start off. Let's see here. Ooh, let's start with a spicy one. Raising Cane's. Hello there, buddy. Oh, what should I say about Raising Cane's? Well, it's overrated. I'm sorry. I don't get the hype. He opened one up here a couple years ago. Lines up the wazoo. Had to wait a long time to get it. I don't get why. I don't see it. I'm sorry. Like, the chicken tenders are good. Probably make them better. I think some other places can make them better. The seasoning on the fries, cool. What is it? Like that chicken secret sauce or whatever, special sauce. Yeah, it's pretty good. Again, you can make it at home. And again, you don't have an actual chicken sandwich. What the heck? The chicken sandwich is just chicken tenders shoved in the buns. There ain't no chicken sandwich. That's a lie. That is some false, some misinformation, some fake news. So, would I go out on my way to get Raising Cane's? No, I wouldn't. But I know a lot of people who would. I know a lot of people, and some people might be calling me up and hating on me after this. We'll see. But yeah, not the biggest fan. But again, it's fine. Again, I'll happily go out if others want to go grab it, but I personally ain't going to go out and grab it. But it's not one I'm going to avoid. So, there you go. One that I would try and avoid. Arby's. Yeah. I don't think it's much of a spicy take to say their quality is not good. And a lot of stuff you could get there, you can make at home. Curly fries are a banger, though. Those are awesome. But, sandwiches, okay, roast beef, just go make it at home. You could probably do a much better job for most of these. Now, I used to be a big fan of Arby's when I was a kid, and I still think like they do have sometimes some good stuff, but I think it's way overpriced. And at least the ones around me these days are not that good. Now, I'm not going to avoid it at all costs, okay? It's not at that level, but D tier, yeah. Yeah, Arby's, you are not in the meat. You are in the D tier, my friend. I want to get this one out of the way. So A&W, I saw this one. So those of you who know, yes, they made the cream sodas, their root beer and all that. Good stuff. Some of you young people probably don't even know. Yeah, there used to be a fast food chain. There used to be restaurants of this place. I only remember seeing one up here. When I say up here, like where I live. And I've seen a couple for a lot, like different vacations and travels and such, but I haven't ate their like any of their food since I was like a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't like like any root beer or cream soda. That's something I like now. So really hard to judge A and W. Now I want to do a quick test here. If I look up A and W food, I tried this out earlier just to see if someone would pop up. This is the first one I did. I mean, their foods, it looks good. Like shrimp, I like shrimp. That sounds fun. That's a lot of onion rings. This gives me a lot of Sonic vibes. Those of you who've been to Sonic in this place, would you agree with me? It seems like it. Like you look at the burgers, the Papa Burger, spicy Papa Burger. I do like my spicy stuff. It's the burger your mama warned me about. Bet. Okay. I mean, their food looks good. I don't know how good it truly is, but I also want to judge pricing, but I can't find prices on here. Plus, every location is different, so where would I put A&W? I guess the way I would think of it is just knowing what I know now about A&W. If I were to be driving somewhere and I saw an AEW off the side of the road, I probably will go and stop and try it. Why not? If I don't like it, then I wouldn't do it again. It'll probably be moved down off my tier list. But just based off that alone, plus the root beer and cream soda is really good, I'm going to put that B tier. All right? Disagree with me if you want. I don't care. So, all right. Next, Baja Fresh. I think I've only had that like once. I think that was in college, and I don't think I was that impressed. Doing this just to help me remember these places. Also, I'm doing this in one take. I don't care if I mess up or whatever. Bear with it. Okay. I don't. Is this just like a Chipotle? What is this? A Taco Bell? A better Taco Bell? I don't know about Baja Fresh. Nor do I remember it, so I'm just gonna move it. Never had. Another one, Blimpie. Never heard of Blimpie. Nope. In fact, let's just do that now. Let's just get rid of all the ones I do not remember, nor have I really had. So, Torchy's Tacos. What the? I don't know what that is. Swenson, maybe? Taco Cabana. Never had. Bojangles? Checker looks familiar. I'm going to leave that there. Bojangles. I don't think I've ever had that, sadly. I've heard of it. Never had it, though. Boston Market, no. Cookout, no. I need to make my own tier list eventually. Add the stuff I have done. Got some fun there, but Pollo Loco, no. And yeah, again, there's like some that I would happily add on to here. That would make it pretty cool. So maybe I'll do this again. Jollibee? Pete, never heard. What else is here? What the heck is that? Sheets. Nope. Roy Rogers, heard of it? No. Gosh, there's a lot on here I haven't had. Okay, first roll's good. Maybe I should have done this before I started recording. But I don't care. Oh gosh, this is the fun of it all, right? Maybe you have had these. Tell me if any are good. Heck if I know. Swenson's. What is a Swenson? What's a Wawa? Wait, is that a gas station? I feel like that's a gas station. Yeah! Why is this on here? What the heck? I've seen these before. Why is... Okay. From the Philadelphia and East Coast. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know what you are, but I am married to a different kind of hardcore, awesome convenience store, gas station, amusement park known as Bucky's. But sadly, I don't think Bucky's is on here, so I'll just have to talk about them much later. So, you Wawa could go Wawa in the Never Had area. All right, let's check these others. In-N-Out Burger. That's ooh. Have I had In-N-Out? I can't remember for the life of me. In-N-Out. Is this place that's like on the west coast? Okay, or maybe it's in Texas. Wait, no. Primarily California. Okay, I've seen an In-N-Out when I went to San Fran. Did not have it. I'm not on the West Coast, so I do not see it often. So I'm just going to keep it there as well. The rest of these, though, I think we are finally... Oh, no. One more. The one I wanted to check. What is a Swenson's? Says it's the best cheeseburger. Realtor Orange. Okay, wait. Is this just a dine-in place? What? No. I'm going to be ranking drive-ins eventually. I don't think this is something I should be adding on here as well. Another one, too. What the is Wings? Wings what? I can't read that. And then you got a Wiener Schnitzel. Okay. And Zaxby's. I've heard of. What is Wings Over? I don't know what that says. What a burger. Never had either, sadly. Okay. I think we're good now. I'll check these at the end. But let's get moving on, okay? All right. Let's get out of the way. Burger King. Oh god, Burger King. Well, charred boiled burgers or charred grilled, whatever you call it. They ain't boiled. It's fine. But it also depends where you are at. Like, have you ever just like driven by a Burger King? Okay, there's that smell in the air. The smelly smell that's just smelly. It takes over your car. And Burger King is very hit or miss. Sometimes late night, it hits pretty good if the workers are doing good too. Sometimes it could be absolute garbage for all I know. And I've had it pretty garbage. Like their fries is meh. Chicken nuggets, god awful. I remember eating those after one of my jobs when I was a painter. They were like $1 for 10 chicken nuggets, which made it worth it. But then you had to question yourself, okay, does your stomach deserve these $1 nuggets? Because it might be pure pain later on. So, would I personally go out and get Burger King? No. But if others wanted to go and get it, I would go. But then again, I don't think a lot of my friends are saying, let's go out for Burger King after anything. So I'm going to put it in D tier. I am going to put it ahead of Arby's, though. So I am going left to right if they're all in the same tier, except for this one. All right. So the next one is like Carl's Jr. I feel like Carl's Jr. is just like a better Burger King. Same kind of food. I mean, you don't see them that often either around me. But I think it's better. But like the prices tend to be a bit more. So would I go out and grab it? No, but I only see these when I travel. So I would rather go to a Carl's Jr. than Burger King, at least for now. Next one, Checkers. So I had to look this up a little earlier when I first saw this list. Because I was like, what the heck is a Checkers? And I realized, oh, they're connected with Rallies. So I don't think I've ever been to a Checkers, but I have definitely been to a Rallies. Now, Rallies is quite fun, okay? Much cheaper, very small, can't really go inside, it's an easily drive-through joint. You know what you're going to get. Usually they have like 4 stuff for $3 deals, at least pre-COVID or whenever the last time I had it. But when it hits, it hits. It's pretty good. I think I need to be in a certain mood for it, but I definitely might still go out and get it. Eat fast food that often anymore. But if I'm thinking back in the day, my middle school, high school me, I'd probably be going there at least once a week when I was in my prime, all right? My eating prime. So I'm going to put it here in B. A&W still sounds and looks better. Well, okay. Is that even fair, though? Because I haven't had their food. No, I don't think that's fair. I'm going to keep it in B tier, but I might be like the end of B tier for A&W. We'll see. Oh, the one that you always crave on Sundays, Chick-fil-A. They're very polite to you. The food is bussin'. Best chicken sandwich. Out of all the chicken joints, best chicken sandwich. Fight me. I don't care. Fight me. I will die on that hill. Better chicken sandwich than Popeyes. And we'll get to Popeyes later. But Chick-fil-A, I don't think I've ever had a bad time there. Even like the worst Chick-fil-A's out there tend to be better than like the best Arby's. Okay? So Chick-fil-A, yeah, you're S-tiered for me. Still a kind of restaurant that I'll happily go out and get it. Tad expensive, but in my opinion, you're paying for the quality. I think it's still pretty decent when it comes to value. So, Chick-fil-A, you could happily be in my S tier. Next one, Chipotle. All right. I used to eat Chipotle quite a bit in college. There used to be two other joints. I think it was Qdoba. Yeah, it was Chipotle, Qdoba. Qdoba. Between those two, I always found them kind of tied. I never cared. There was also another place down in college that was also very similar. It was a lot more homemade. I'm trying to remember what it was called, though. Those who went to college with me remembers this. But it was ran by a Chinese family, and they actually made better Mexican food than Chipotle and Qdoba. But it was like the same style of food. Can't remember what it was called, though. I would honestly still put these though in B tier. I still think they do good as long as you avoid the diseases and E. coli and the other things that tends to happen there. I personally would probably rank Qdoba over Chipotle because I think I had Qdoba more than Chipotle anyway. But yeah, I still think they do their due diligence in serving people what you're expecting. This is the kind of food I could make my own, or I could go to like much better like authentic places for nowadays. But back in the day, definitely was hitting. Keep you over there. Church's chicken. All right. Had it just 2 or 3 times. Pretty good. I would probably put it over Raising Cane's, but I still don't think it's that up there. It's one of those places where I do hear a lot of hype for still. And I wonder if people battle out between Raising Cane's and Church's. I think they're pretty similar. Doesn't really matter to me. Next one, Culver's. Oh man, Culver's. A Midwest staple. One I went to a lot in high school and college. Haven't gone there in a while, but their concrete mixes are great. Food was always great. The quality, when I used to go, was always really up there. Now, I've heard some horror stories recently that the quality has fallen, but just going from my experiences alone, especially their concrete mixers, adding on at the end with all their food, and, oh gosh, what they had, like those garlic, what was it, garlic cheese curds? Those were amazing. This is the kind of place you definitely take someone out to, alright? This is like, okay, first date with someone. Maybe not Culver's, but like second date, See if this person is like worth it going to like the non-expensive places. The place that you don't want to like woo them, alright? Are they willing to go to the Culver's, or are they just there to get your money to go to the high value joints, alright? And Culver's tends to be a bit pricier too, like Chick-fil-A, but again, you're paying for the quality. So I would happily put Culver's in A tier in my opinion. Del Taco, great memories. They are just now coming back to Indiana. But there used to be one up here when I was a kid. And it was so good. My parents, I mean, it's been over almost, 15 years since we've gone. My family still talks about Del Taco, of how good it was. And I agree, it was some good food. I hope to have it again one day. I will happily put it in A tier. I think Del Taco is pretty awesome. When it comes to like the kind of food out there, I mean, is Taco Bell even on this list? Okay, if Taco Bell's not on this list, that's a shame. I'm gonna make one of these Taco Bell, but Del Taco over Taco Bell easily. I mean, you pay it just not even that much more. You're paying a bit more, but not that much more compared to Taco Bell these days. And the quality is so much better. And you get so much more food on it. So, yeah, Del Taco A tier for me. Denny's. Your boy does like his breakfast food. I do have to respect Denny's. Used to go there quite a bit in high school. I like the hustle. Denny's, they do a pretty decent job. I do have a bad story though. I remember going out to San Fran once. It was in the band. We land. We ended up going to Denny's, and I found out it was like $20 for one of their meals, and I was losing my mind. This was pre-COVID, so maybe that's normal nowadays. But back in the day, I remember like, wow, I'm from Indiana. This thing was $10. I go over to San Fran, it's over $20. What the heck is wrong with this? But now I'm thinking about it. Okay, maybe that's $20 everywhere nowadays. I mean, I went before COVID, before inflation became a monster. So I haven't been to Denny's ever since like 2020. Well, no, 2019 maybe. So I don't know how it is now. But regardless, I do respect Denny's. I like Denny's. When it comes to the breakfast chains out there, I think it's the best. I would probably put it over. Ooh, where would I put this here? We'll leave this here for now. I might move this. Actually, I'm going to fix this a little bit now. I think that looks better. Domino's. All right. Are all the pizza joints on here? Oh gosh, they are. All right, I guess I'm ranking the big four pizza joints too in this. Kind of weird to do already. Domino's used to suck. When I was a kid, no. Domino's was no good. Then at some point, they kind of rebranded themselves, went kind of hardcore, started changing a lot of things. And it's a lot better. I think it's pretty good. Would I go out and get it? I mean, I did at times, but it was only because it was closer to me. It's not like in college times. It was closer to me, and sometimes they had really good deals. It's just sometimes the seasoning could get a bit too strong. So I'm gonna put it at the head of C tier. Yeah, I think that looks right for now. Moving on, Dairy Queen. As a child, I used to love their chicken strip baskets. For how unhealthy it was, I don't care. It was great. Their dessert, there was no, it wasn't concrete. It was just blizzards. Those were pretty good. Used to have a friend that worked at Dairy Queen. Used to hook me up with free stuff. Really good at the time. Haven't been there since. I still get like Dairy Queen cakes every birthday though. They always give me one. I always like them. So food wise, I don't get food anymore from there. Comes to ice cream, I still think it's pretty good, though it can sometimes upset me. Don't know why. Maybe it's like a remnants from being lactose intolerant when I was like a baby. But just for the birthday cake alone and how it used to make me really happy as a kid, put it I'll put it here. I'll put it in C tier. Firehouse subs. Out of all the sub joints out there, I think Firehouse is the best, definitely. Again, a kind of place where you can just make the food at home, but the different sauces you can add on and just the vibe of it all. Plus, the amount of stuff you can get on your sub for a decent price, because they do run a lot of deals, I think it's pretty good. So, where would I put Firehouse subs? Would I go out there and get it like once a week? No. Once a month? Maybe, perhaps. I'll put it at the top of B tier for now. Five Guys. I absolutely love Five Guys. Really good food. It's very greasy. It might hurt you later on, but my gosh, those fries are buzzing. The burgers, banging. The shakes, or at the time, I still think it's around, yeah, I had those like Coke machines where you just press the certain buttons, you add different flavors to it. Back in the day, that was like the only place that did it at the time. Now you see it a lot more joints, but at the time, that made it really cool. I like Five Guys quite a bit, and I still sometimes go there, especially if I'm not in the mood to cook. So I'm going to put that in A tier. Now, where would I put it in A tier? I'm going to put it at the top. Yeah. IHOP. All right, Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box, very similar to Carl's Jr. in my opinion. If I remember correctly, Jack in the Box. For some reason, I keep thinking some of these places were taco joints. I don't know why. I assume this was a... Okay, shakes and burgers joint. Okay. I always get them and Carl's Jr. mixed a lot. I don't know if I've really had Jack in the Box, or at least enough to where I can rank them. Like, okay, A&W, yeah, I know. But Jack in the Box, I'm going to put in never had, because I'm still kind of iffy on it. Jersey Mike's, had it a couple times. It was fine. I'm not going to say it was great, but it's like, I don't hate it. It's fine. That's a solid C for me. I'm divided on Firehouse. I might move Firehouse up here. Yeah, Firehouse should be an A. Okay. But yeah, Jersey Mike's, there's only like one or two around here. I've only had it like a couple times. It's fine. Again, heavily prefer Firehouse. Jimmy John's, used to work there. Wild stories there. Maybe I'll tell you about them one day. But listen, it's freaky fast. You know what you're getting at this joint. Usually pretty cheap too. What can I say? It's Jimmy John's. Plus, the chips they have, the pickle. You always get the pickle with it, alright? I always had to deal with drunks and other people coming in asking for day-old bread for like 50 cents. And then you have to shoo them away because they get angry that the bread is like stale. Even though they're paying for day-old bread for 50 cents. Whatever. But Jimmy John's. Oh, no! What did I do? Oh, no! What did I do? Where did they go? Hey, no. Where did they go? Oh, no. Did it save? It didn't save. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Okay, no, there it is. Okay. All right. Saved. That was scary. All right, Jimmy John's. Where would I put Jimmy John's? I had got to respect Jimmy John's. My old job that I worked for like 2 months. Gotta respect Jimmy John's. I'll put it here in B tier. Does that make much sense? Would I get that over Domino's, Churches, Raising King? Yeah, I would. KFC. Oh gosh. So made in my namesake, Corbin, Kentucky. I remember going to the actual place in Corbin, Kentucky, and I was so disappointed. It's like a half museum, half restaurant, but the restaurant part is just like a normal KFC. Like you walk up, there's a counter. Like I was expecting like to be wine and dine there, and I was so mad. But all right, when it comes to food, the quality, very hit or miss. Very hit or miss. The best KFC can honestly be like the best chicken you could ever have. The worst though can honestly kill you. I also do have some fond childhood memories. If I look up the KFC Guitar Hero meal, this thing, oh my god, This thing was so good. I remember getting this quite a bit, and it hit hard. Good food. Only $6.99 at the time. That would be like $12 or more today, easily. So, KFC, I think this place is as middle of the C tier as you could get. Because the best of the best easily like meets the worst right in the middle. Okay, that is prime C tier quality right there. Speaking of quality, Little Kaisars. Who is calling me right now? I am in the middle of a. Oh, what the heck? Okay, can't talk about that right now. My mom's calling me. I'll have to talk to her later. All right, let's get going because I might have to hurry. Little Kaisars, a staple of my high school. Um, I feel like I repeat phrases a lot when I say you get what you pay for. Little Caesars is like the place where that just stems true. I don't know what else to tell you. So, Little Caesars, would I get it over Domino's? I think so. I think I would. Weird to say, but there's just something about that joint. It makes you feel awful once you're done eating it. But if you're eating it, you're not looking for the best quality out there. You're in some weird state. You're either at a party with friends or you're about to like chug Mountain Dew and eat Doritos while playing Halo and you just want to get pizza with it maybe. Yeah, that's where I think Little Caesars fits. And I respect that. It's like the Jimmy John's of pizza. You know what you're getting. So, and I think actually that makes the most sense. Yeah, Jimmy John's and Little Caesars very similar to each other. The vibe, the food, the quality, everything, the price definitely. The price definitely matters here. Yeah, I think these two are best friends easily. Long John Silver's haven't had it since I was a kid. I love fish now, but I just remember the smell of it. I remember how pricey it was. I remember how everyone hated it. There's still some around here. Don't understand why. I'll never go there again. Moe's Southwest Grill. I've only had it once. I don't really want to rank it because I don't know where to put it. Noodles and Company's fine. It's good. You see it from time to time, especially around here. I feel like it costs a bit too much though for what you're getting, in my opinion. Similar to Panera Bread, I think these two go hand in hand in a lot of ways. So, where would I put these two? Like, would I go out of my way to get it? Probably not. But if people wanted to go, I'll happily go with them. So Panera Noodles, I'll put them at the top of C tier for now. Then again, the quality usually tends to be pretty good. But then again, it also tends to be pretty pricey. So, Panda Express. I like Panda Express. There's a tradition of mine that anytime I go to Washington, D.C., I at least eat Panda Express like at least once every day I am there for some reason. Don't ask me why. Maybe I'll talk about it later. But I respect Panda Express. I like it. You know what you're going to get, just like these other joints up here. So it is the Jimmy John's of Chinese food or Chinese food. It's the Little Caesars of Chinese food. Happily put it by these three right here. I think it makes the most sense. In fact, heck, even Checkers, or I guess Rallies, in my opinion, definitely deserves to be in this mess. Um, I'm just going to start picking and choosing a little bit. Let's get. Oh, this one hurts me. Steak and Shake I used to love, but then they like are almost all closed down. Steak and Shake was fun. I liked it, and again, very cheap. The quality that is why they kind of fell. The quality was always kind of meh, depending where you got it. But I liked Steak and Shake. Had a lot of good memories there too, especially in college. So like, I'm gonna put in B tier. I'd go again, unless it's like a bad one. Like, okay, I actually just recently went to one in Indianapolis. It's like one of the last ones open around here, and it was really good. So fight me, I don't care. I'll put in B tier. All right, let's get going. What time? It's already been 35 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's get it going. Skyline Chili. I'm not going to rank it because I've only had it like once or twice. It's near me, but I do like chili. I don't see myself going out there and getting it that often, so I don't feel like it's wise to rank it. Same with Waffle House. There's not that many around here. There's one in Indianapolis, and when I went there, there was a hobo that kept like yelling at us. And then I asked for chicken and waffles, and he said he can't make us chicken and waffles, but you can buy chicken separately and the waffles separately. You can mix it yourself. And when I asked for how much it was gonna be over $20. So we left. So Waffle House, never had because we kind of got ran out of. Shake Shack had a couple times, maybe like 2 times. It's pretty good. Very steak and shake-ish. I'll put it up there. I think, oh wow, these three kind of match pretty well. But yeah, Shake Shack and A&W, I think are very similar in many ways. I guess Steak and Shake too. Penn Station, again, decent sub joint. Would I go out there and get it myself? No, I wouldn't go out and do it. This is something I would put by Jersey Mike's. Now, which one's over? I think I like Penn Station more, if I remember. It's hard to remember personally. In fact, I'm gonna do this real quick. There we go. Alrighty, Potbellies. Potbellies was pretty fun. Much more of a dining kind of joint. Feels a little more, I don't know, hipsterish, I suppose. Where would I put this one? This is like the Paneras, the Noodles and Company, that kind of vibe, in my opinion. Sandwich joint, so again, stuff you can get at home, but the vibe was always nice. I like it, so I'd put it here. Quiznos, I was never that big of a fan of Quiznos, unfortunately. I'm gonna put that at the top of D tier. Actually, yeah, yeah, it looks good. I don't know how to say it right. Sparrow, had it 2 or 3 times. For what you're getting, way too expensive for just a slice of pizza. I mean, if you're trying to do New York style pizza, where it's like the dollar slices, how it is over there, you should not be charging $4 or $5 for a big slice. That ain't right. I think it was pretty good, but quality for what you're paying for should be much higher. Especially since I could go to Little Caesars and buy a full box for how much like one slice of a sparrow, blah, blah, could cost. All right, so you, sir, you're going D tier because you kind of make me sad thinking about you. This one here, I just realized there's no B dubs on here. Buffalo Wild Wings. I don't know what this is. I don't think it's Wings Etc. It doesn't look like it. So picture this Wings one as being Buffalo Wild Wings. Okay, which yeah, I know, weird. In fact, I'm gonna use you actually. So this one here, let's make this Buffalo Wild Wings. I've always enjoyed Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm at a point where I can make my own chicken wings now at home though. So do I really want to go there that often? Not really, but if my friends want to go, then I'll happily go. It also depends on the quality and like what the specials are. I'm a big Caribbean jerk and Asian zing kind of person. I also like their bourbon barbecue or really any barbecues. I also like pretty hot flavors. I love my hot sauces. So when it comes to that, I'm gonna put it at the very, very, very end, outside of A&W, a B tier. Because I could see myself going, but it has to be with friends. Maybe that would be a top C tier. actually. Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the top of C tier. Fits my criteria better. Going along with that, Zaxby's never had, but I'm picturing this as a more of a regional joint wings, etc. Which I always, I think it just depends on what you want. Wings, etc. I think used to be better when I was younger. If I wanted boned in wings, I think wings, etc. takes it. If I wanted boneless wings, or basically chicken nuggets, I would rather go to Buffalo Wild Wings. So where would I put it? I think Wings Etc. has a better vibe than Buffalo Wild Wings, but I think they go hand in hand. I want to go there on my own, but if my friends want to go out, if they want to get some wings, watch like the game or whatever, yeah, I'm in. That sounds fun. All right, we're starting to narrow it down. Wingstop, I've only had it a couple times. It's fine. I want to get it like personally, so there you go. Let's move some of these around actually. Yeah, that looks fine. All right, we're kind of narrowing it down. White Castle. I used to be obsessed with White Castle because of the movie, and then actually had it for the first time, and I liked it. I had it again, liked it less, then less, then less, then less. Never really had a prime awesome White Castle, but the ones I did have, pretty decent. So, where did I put White Castle? Sadly, probably at the very end of C tier. Have to be in this. You definitely have to be in a mood for White Castle. So, all right, we are really narrowing it down. Speaking of being in a mood for something, these last two here, Taco Bell and Wendy's. So, I've always wanted to really like Wendy's, but every time I've had it, I could always be like, oh, I could have went somewhere else instead. So, the food, the quality tends to be better, especially better than Burger King. But I don't. I wouldn't put it any higher than C tier. I'll put it over White Castle and Carl's Jr. But again, I don't see myself going out there and getting. The last time I went to Wendy's was when they were doing like a free burger, like a $1 burger deal. I went to go try them out again. I was like, it's fine. The Dave single, whatever. All right, we are narrowing it down to some of the good ones. Now, let's get some controversial things out of the way. Papa John's or Pizza Hut? I don't know how you people are, but Pizza Hut, I do not like their sauce. It's a personal thing. It is a personal thing. I don't think they do anything that bad. It's just I just don't like their sauce. And I know some people who really, really like it. So respect to you if you're one of those. I'm not. So I would not get Pizza Hut, and people will recommend it to me, or like, hey guys, we're going to order pizzas. Where you want it from? I don't. I would definitely not say Pizza Hut. People would get it. I probably won't eat it. I just don't like the sauce for some reason. It has some weird taste to it. Alrighty, now let's get the last one out of the way. Papa John's. That is my favorite pizza chain out there. I think once Papa got kicked out for saying some interesting things, I think their quality has kind of gone down, but I still think it's pretty good. Plus, that garlic sauce is so good. I also watch those Doltoli Dolbro guys that always make like crazy combinations of stuff on TikTok and YouTube and all that. So they're pretty fun. Plus, that Shack pizza, pretty good. So I would put it in A tier. It's still my number one pizza chain out there. There are definitely much better pizza stuff out there you could get. I'll probably one day talk about it or rank the local joints, homemade joints, and all that. But Papa John's, that is my number one pizza place when it comes to the big four. Now we're narrowing it down. Subway Eats Fresh. Back in the day, was pretty good. $5 foot longs. Made it awesome. Man, they have fallen off. They have just fallen off so bad. And it makes me so sad to see them in their state. So, I would not go out of my way and get it. Well, oh gosh, this is tough for me. Because I know the quality is also very hit or miss, too. Some of them that are like not connected to a gas station or a Walmart or whatever is actually pretty good still. I'm not going to say like what it used to be, but it's still good compared to these other garbage ones. So I would only go there if there was like a deal that was like that like resonated the $5 foot long times back in the day. So where would I put Subway? It's either C or D for me. I'm sorry, but until they get better, I'm thinking D. Yeah. Or no, I have way too many in C, but I think it deserves to be at the very end of C tier because, again, I could see myself getting like eating it, especially if there's like a deal. But I don't know. I gotta see them get better. Do better, Subway. Alrighty, the final five. Taco Bell. Oh God, you need to be in the mood. A certain weird, crazy mood, like the Doritos and Mountain Dew vibe to have Taco Bell. Back in the day, really good. Quality, okay, quality, just throw it out the window. We don't talk about quality, we talk about Taco Bell. We only talk about price when we talk about Taco Bell. And price wise, back in the day, at least pre COVID, was really good. Had some friends in college, loved Taco Bell. I always went with them. And now their price has gone up while their quality has just stayed consistently this. So I have seen they have released some like deals and whatnot, which is pretty cool to see. I don't care. Taco Bell, you gotta be in a weird vibe, and if you're in that vibe, I'd rather get these other things instead, like Jimmy John's or Little Caesars. So Taco Bell, oh God, I want to put it in D tier because I still see myself getting it, but again, she's just getting cramped. Yeah, I'd put it in here. I'd put it in the end of C tier. I would actually put it over Subway though. Definitely. Popeyes. Popeyes goes to B. The end of B. It's again very hit or miss. I've been saying that way too much today, but it does slap. One of those that used to be better back in the day. Quality has gone downhill. From my understanding, Burger King bought them out or something. I think that's when you start seeing the fall. But I still think their chicken's really good. The chicken sandwich is really good. I respect how it started that chicken sandwich war. That was really cool. But I Chick-fil-A is still it's an S tier for a reason. So Popeyes, you're a solid B. You get to stay there. Sonic. Used to like Sonic a lot. Haven't gone there that often since. I remember when they used to roller skates. See people face plant by doing that. But the stuff is pretty good still. I used to love like their Western or Cowboy Burger plus their ice cream stuff. It was always really good. I would prefer these other ones over it, but I think it definitely deserves B and B still for a drive-in. Portillo's, all right, for a chain trying to do Chicago food, I respect them. I like it. I do like my Portillo's quite a bit. So, goes to A tier. I like my Portillo's. That's your Italian beef plus like their cake shakes. So good. Finally, the last one. Good old McDonald's. Used to work at a McDonald's as well. And I have seen things at this McDonald's. And I still eat it. I could still get McDonald's. I don't care. I don't care where those chicken nuggets came from or the filet o fish, whatever. I still think it's good. Um, the Great Clown Empire. Where does McDonald's deserve to go? I remember working the frying, basically the fryer where exclusively you only make the fries in. So I was the fry guy at some points, and just how annoying it got when people would say no salt on their fries just so they could get it fresh, which also means I have to scoop it out of the fryer and have to put it in like the red cartridge thingy, which would in turn burn my hand. There was one time I accidentally messed up, dunked it all over my hand, and the people were like, "Oh, it's okay. We just wanted it fresh. It could be joined with the salt stuff," and I just started going off on them. I was so mad. There was also another time I was trying to load up the tea and it just dumped all over me. I had to work for another hour after, just smelling like tea. Never been a tea fan. So McDonald's, I think when it comes to the cheap, cheap, the burger, the Wendy's, the Burger Kings, the McDonald's, those three always get grouped together. Best of the McDonald's is by far a B tier. The worst ones are like F. You know what they are. You stay away. But I think it deserves to be in B tier. Again, A&W. I feel like it should be in a never had. Let's see here. Would it be any I would move around? Carl Jr. I put all the way over here. Wendy's. Bit pricey. I think this is the order. I think this works. So, there you go, folks. There is my tier list of fast food. And I guess some sit down places for some weird reason. But, please like and subscribe. Comment if you agree, disagree, or definitely comment what kind of videos you want to see me make. Some more tier makers, some opinion stuff, story time. Maybe for some reason, like why I have some vendettas or memories of some of these places on here. That affects my rankings, or maybe some gameplay videos, whatever. But that is all from me. I am I guess it'll be the first time I say this. I am the irritating corn dog, and I will see you later. Goodbye.